Hello everyone, my name is Wayne.
And I'm Rebecca.
And we are your Bourbon Journey.
Welcome to episode 18 of Bourbon Trail Tales and Tastes. Yes, this is still that same weekend in October of 2022, right before Halloween. This is actually on October 30th, 2022. We are visiting our 23rd distillery and our 19th stamp on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Where are we? We're at Jeptha Creed Distillery. The interesting thing about Jeptha Creed, it is a very family-run organization. So they have their entire family running the farm. It is very farm to grain to glass. And then the women run the distillery. So whether they're doing the distilling, the mom does the distilling, and the daughter does the marketing, it's just a very family-run organization, which is very cool. So we were not able to get a tour on this particular date. We have yet to get a tour there, but we do plan to do that in the very near future. And we did a guided tasting and kind of took in some of the things they do. So what are some of the things you remember about visiting there, Wayne?
Well, we walked inside, of course, and it was another rainy day. And we did our guided tasting. And the memory I have of it is this, because this is the only place this has happened. So I believe when we did the tasting, one of the things that we tried was their vodka with garlic. Now,
spicy garlic.
Yes. Now, I am not a vodka drinker. I have opinions about that, which I won't go into. But I really like this stuff. And the price point on it was $28. So we went into this area that they have that's a restaurant as well as you can order drinks. And I had a Bloody Mary, which is my favorite. And I had it with this vodka,
Spicy vodka.
Garlic. And it was outstanding. And we bought a bottle. And it is already gone.
And we bought another bottle, and it's gone too.
And it's gone. And it's the only place where I can say I need another bottle of it because you can cook with it. It is tasty.
I made a lot of spaghetti sauce with it.
Yes, it is very, very good.
It's great. It's great in marinara. So, yeah, we got to taste that vodka, which was terrific, and I thought it was spicy, and that's why I ended up using it to cook with and everything else. And I'll say this: it's on I-64 due east. So if you're heading down I-64 and you're going toward Lexington or toward Frankfurt or anything like that, make the stop at Jeptha Creed because it's a quick off and on the ramp. So that it's just super easy, which is why we've stopped there numerous times and we replenished that bottle of vodka several times. We're currently out, so we're going to be making a trip to the Frankfurt area very soon, and we're going to have to get another bottle.
Yes, absolutely.
We're going to have to stop and
or
get
two,
bottle.
or three, or four.
But I just thought I'd share a little bit about the tasting flight too before we get into the drinking this, is that they showed you a video and really talked about their farming process, and they use a lot of heirloom grains, which I thought was interesting. They are known for their blue corn, their white corn, and their bloody butcher corn. And they explained how all those are used. And I will say this, one of our favorite things they do every year, but their red, white, and blue is phenomenal. And we really like that a lot. I know there's some people that are not crazy about bloody butcher corn or even blue corn, but I say give Jeptha Creed a try because they really have mastered it quite well. And their red, white, and blue is really, really good. As Wayne said, then after we did the tasting, we enjoyed their bar area and their little restaurant. We've been there, that day was rainy. As we talked about, this weekend was a pretty rainy weekend, but we've gone back again since then. And we're able to get food and take it to the back patio, which is lovely. And it has lots of seating in the shade as well as sitting in the sun, depending on what you want to do. And it's just a great place to hang out and enjoy yourself. So I can't recommend it enough. We really want to do like one of their barrel thieving tours there. We think that'd be fun. They also have a grain to glass tour we're wanting to do. So we go back multiple times to places, and we will be going back here and trying to get an actual on-site kind of behind the scenes tour is something that we were like, we've met the people that own and operated at several things, including the Bourbon Festival, including at the Bourbon Women Symposium. So they are big sponsors of that. And we'd like to support them as well because they're a great group.
They are. And another memory I have of when we got this bottle is we came into the front area, and if you've been there, if you haven't, I should say, if you haven't been there, there's a center area where you can go up to make your purchase, kind of a round table. So
and everybody's so friendly.
They're very,
oh my gosh, they're great, so helpful.
You can tell they really like working there. So as we walked up front, one of the things that I like to do, and it's the fact I'm an autograph collector, is I asked them, do you have any signed bottles? And they said, well, actually we do. And then they popped up this one here that was behind the bar that had been signed. So said, fine, we'll get it.
Didn't know anything about it, hadn't tried it.
You could tell we've hit it. The other thing I remember, and I
do like it.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember this or not, but they mentioned, are you military? And I said that I wasn't, but my son was a United States Marine. They gave us a military discount.
Absolutely.
They support the military and they support the country. And I get a little emotional about it because I personally really like them. I think they're really good people. No egos. They do what they do. They
as
work
a family.
As a family. They work as a team. And that's really, I believe, carried over to the people that work there that we've met.
They've all been great.
Yeah. So it's been a while since we've revisited this and thought about it. I'm looking forward to trying this because it's been a while since we tasted it too.
It's been a long time, but I want to tell you a little bit about it. I have a ton of information, but I do want to tell you a little bit about it. So this is the Bloody Butcher's Creed. It is a single barrel and it is cask strength. It is a straight bourbon whiskey. It's made by Jeptha Creed. The mash bill is undisclosed, but it is a 4-grain, and Wayne loves a good 4-grain. It was aged 4 years and 3 months. It comes in at a very nice 120.2 proof. MSRP is $100, and we paid $100 for it. This one was released in 2022. It was filled on 9/10 of 2022. It's barrel number 18-682. And I am very excited to revisit this bottle because we put it, when things start to go down, it's the only one we have, we kind of hide it in the back a little bit. And we do that on purpose because we don't have another one of this. And we didn't want to kill it.
Right.
So I'm excited that we're doing this whole Bourbon Trail Tales and Tastes thing because now we get to revisit this, and I'm going to have to hide it again probably after we're done.
Yeah.
Because we do like a really good 4-grain. It's dark. I'm just going to say right now, it is a dark, dark color. And if you listen to the description, it's only 4 years and 3 months old. I don't know how they got it this dark. It is crazy dark.
I mean, if I didn't know better, I would think that they would distill this in the La Brea tar pit. I mean, it's just, it should not be this dark.
It is a medium, at least a medium mahogany.
Yes.
Medium mahogany, teetering on dark mahogany, which normally I don't find until you're getting something much older. It's got some nice legs forming, which I think I'm going to enjoy. Let's check out the nose. Oh,
Caramel butterscotch.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't like heirloom corn, but it's kind of what started the whole bourbon thing, right? I mean, way back when in the 1800s and et cetera, heirloom corn was what it was about. And really, and the nice thing about heirloom corn too, it's non-GMO. So it is very natural. It is probably one of your more natural mash bills you're going to get. And I enjoy an heirloom corn. And
it's also a really tall stalk. Because if I remember correctly from the tour, they're corn stalks that grow 12 feet. And I mean, back in California, I grew some corn stalks in my front yard that were about 6 feet tall, which is about my height. But 12 feet, and they have to really maintain it. But it produces some serious stuff when it comes to full growth.
It's got a great nose. It's got a lot of sweetness. I'm getting some brown sugar on this.
I'm getting clove.
I was thinking it might be allspice, but it could be clove. I mean, allspice has a little bit of everything in it.
It probably is allspice because my wife is always right.
I'm the baker in the family, so I've probably smelled spices more than he has.
You have, but I mean, you're always right to begin with. I mean, learn.
I like the nose on it though.
I do.
It really is inviting. I look for an inviting nose in a bourbon. I don't want somebody's going to like, whoa. And this is over 120 proof, 120.2.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you get too close to that and it can kind of be offensive, but this is not offensive in any way.
It is not. Shall we just venture past like sniffing it?
Yes. Let's try this single barrel cask strength from Jeptha Creed. Cheers.
Cheers.
I see why we've had so much of this bottle and why I hit it. I couldn't find it today.
Well,
wow.
okay.
It is really good. I know that's not descriptive, but it's really good.
I feel like I'm saying it's a house divided because it is sweet at the beginning and it is savory in the back. It is a really good division of two flavor profiles that really work together.
Yeah, and I talk about it all the time, it's got layers.
Yes.
Because as he's talking about, the nose is here, and then it takes you on this journey, and then the palate's here, and we haven't even talked about the finish, but I'm getting a little bit of a coffee note to that. Are you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was just thinking about what was really there, and it's got some coffee-esque notes. It's like almost like coffee grounds, kind of a dark coffee. I started to say it was more of a chocolate, but I'm thinking it's more coffee than chocolate.
It is more coffee. I'm a big coffee drinker. It is more coffee. It is. There's a dark cherry with it,
and there's on the back of my palate, I'm getting some dark chocolate to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost turning into a mocha for me.
The fascinating thing, we taste a lot of bourbon. We do a lot of tastings, and this kind of falls into a very unique category, and I would have to sit down and think about.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot of profile of this bourbon coming on the back. And we usually, myself, I'll get the barrel, or I will get cinnamon, leather. I'm getting the savory type notes in the back. I'm getting the coffee in the back. I'm getting this dark baking chocolate in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Before
it gets to the finish, really.
Yes, and I really think it's the heirloom corn.
Well, I remember it's a 4-grain too.
Yes.
So they pulled all the stops, so to speak. So having this 4-grain, so we know we're getting heirloom corn, we're getting wheat, we're getting some rye, and we're getting some barley. Mm-hmm. And although I'm not discerning those 4 grains, as sometimes in a 4-grain you can kind of pick them out, it is a really nice blend because you know there's multiple grains in there,
mm-hmm.
and it's probably what's bringing in the sweet notes as well as the spice and everything else that's happening with these layers. It's kind of hard to describe.
It's really outstanding. I know a lot of people are turned off by heirloom corn. It's too bitter. It's too this. It's too that.
It's too crafty, they say sometimes.
Crafty.
I don't know what that means. Anyway.
That's a whole rabbit hole that I almost would love to do an episode about.
Yeah.
But for myself, I'm still getting this savory sweet going on. Not sweet and sour, but a savory
and the coffee
sweet.
And the chocolate, and I'm getting a little bit of cream. There's so much creaminess that it reminds me of cream that we would have in coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't taste like cream, but the feeling in your mouth, because it's so soft in your mouth, because it has so much viscosity. And I see why we had finished half this bottle and why I hit it, and I hit it so I had trouble finding it today.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've had this open in 12 to 18 months.
Yeah, and I understand why, because being 120 proof, we'd be drinking this a lot. It's good. And we are planning to stop by there middle of May on our way to some events that we're doing in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
And while this particular bottle won't be there, we'll probably be looking for something similar, I'm guessing. And probably picking up one of those bottles of the spicy pepper vodka.
Yeah, that's probably one
of the best vodkas. I mean, he loves it in his Bloody Marys. He normally does bourbon in his Bloody Marys, but I'm going to be making spaghetti tonight, and normally in my marinara sauce, I've used that. I've used a quarter cup of that in my marinara sauce, and it's so good.
I think I'm not a vodka drinker at all anymore. Even if I have a Bloody Mary, it's bourbon. Their stuff is the rare vodka that I use, and it's just
that good.
It's outstanding. It's like I said, in spaghetti sauce. Every variation, because when we got the bottles, we fooled around with them.
Oh yeah.
And everything that we tried it with, it worked. And it's I think it's $28. At least it was.
It's not bad,
time. It's definitely worth buying a bottle. It's just.
And they have a couple different single barrel things like this they do, which we've liked everyone we've done. Mm-hmm. This might be one of our favorites. And then the vodkas he mentioned, and I love their red, white, and blue. Again, that's an annual release, but it's phenomenal. And we've been fortunate with our connections with the Owensboro Bourbon Society.
Yes.
Vincent, before we were members, they did a pick with them and got a single barrel with them. And he blessed us with a bottle.
Yes.
And it is phenomenal. They're single barrels. I mean, if you can get a single barrel from them, it's pretty amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's just
great.
Yeah.
I just love the people. I love their story. I love what they're doing. I love how they give back to the community. And it's not just things we've talked about with the military. I mean, they do a lot of stuff in their community. And we know that they give a lot to supporting women in bourbon and things like that too. So they're just phenomenal people. And not only that, they make good spirits. So
Absolutely.
It's a win-win as far as that. And then they have a great bar and restaurant. So
yes.
I mean, that's a challenge sometimes on the trail. If you're out on the trail for the day, and we've run into this because sometimes you've seen our videos, you know that we may have done like 5 or 6 things in a weekend or 8 things in a weekend. We have to find places to stop and eat, which is often McDonald's, for heaven's sake.
Yeah.
But when we can stop at a distillery that has food that's great, I would rather do that. I'd rather give them our money and enjoy the experience there before we head off to our next stop. And plan that if you're doing the trail, plan your stop to do a meal with them because it is so good.
Yeah.
We've not had anything that was bad.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and explore the back end of this.
Oh, okay. Again, the legs are just, I wish you could see the legs. They're so nice.
I know this is the back end, but I'm getting chocolate on the front. I
let it sit so for much dark chocolate. And I'm getting like the dark chocolate, almost leather notes on the finish, which is crazy for a 4-year-old. I normally don't get leather on a 4-year-old, but I feel like I am.
Well, I feel like I'm. You know, when you see kids in school and stuff like that, and the person's like 4 or 5 years old, but they look like 8 or 9 because they're so tall, and I almost feel like that I'm drinking a bourbon that's like, well, yeah, you know, I'm really only 4, but I kind of drink 8 or 9.
Yeah, it drinks older than it is.
It does.
It's got a lot of maturity on the finish. It's long finish. It has a lot of barrel notes on the finish that are positive. I mean, I'm getting like the dark chocolate lingers on the finish, as well as I'm getting a little bit of leather notes. Not really any tobacco, which is okay. Maybe, I'm trying to think what else I'm getting. Maybe a little bit of light cinnamon on the finish.
Do you get coffee?
Coffee's there.
Yeah.
Coffee's there on the palate. It's there on the finish.
Yeah.
I didn't get on the nose. This
is definitely a coffee drinker's bourbon.
Yeah.
It really is. It is a dark, savory type.
I mean, look at the color of this. It's dark.
It is really outstanding. Well, we might as well wrap it here.
Yeah, we should. We could oogle and oogle over them all day long. So,
Jeptha Creed, we love what you do. We look forward to coming out, and I hope you have the vodka, the spicy vodka. It's just so good. But in this case, with the bourbon, your bourbon is outstanding. We love it, and we encourage you to try it out there. Always remember to drink responsibly. I hope you will follow what we do. Hit the like button. Have a great day. Cheers.
Cheers.